For my senior capstone, I chose to sing Marilyn Monroe's Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend for the talent show. And although it's very much about my development as a musician, how I've grown with my skills and just music throughout the years, it's also very much about me facing head-on the performance anxiety I have been suffering from forever. And hopefully this experience can really show me that it's nothing to be afraid of, and that it's something that I can do when I want to. Pretty much ever since birth, I have been surrounded by music. My parents always played Sinatra, jazz stuff, every kind of music you could ever think of throughout the house. I was constantly immersed in music. Almost all my family members played some kind of instrument. They either sung or played piano, played violin at one point, and it was really it was a no-brainer getting into piano. And I got into piano at age 5, and I'm still with it today. And I also joined the children's choir at age 10 because music was just so ingrained in me, and I saw my big brother as pretty much a god, and so anything he did, I felt like I had to do too. So when he did piano and I saw him rocking it out, and he was so awesome at it, I just thought, like, wow, if only I could be as good as that. So I definitely tried to stick with piano, just mostly for that reason. Eventually I learned to truly like it for what it was, but initially it was just kind of a competition thing. But at that time, the early stages of my life, from around 5 to 10 years old, I was completely fearless with how I played. I wanted everyone to hear me, and I just always wanted people to hear everything I had to say, everything I had to sing, everything I had to play on the piano. And so it was around when I was 10 years old, maybe 12, I started to feel a little bit more timid about what I would play in front of people, how I would play in front of people, and that kind of stuff. So when I got performance anxiety, and I still get it today, it was crippling. I would get super sweaty and yet be incredibly cold to the touch. My whole body would be shaking, my thoughts racing, and my stomach would just be going crazy. I would have nausea. I would just have nerves bouncing around in my body like crazy. And I know that's something that everyone experiences. It's totally normal. It's human nature. But for me, it was something so intense that I couldn't play for anyone, and it kind of became a horrible experience every time I had to play for someone. So my performance anxiety developed around middle school. Pretty much that terrible insecure phase everyone goes through. And mine was especially bad, but music had always been a constant in my life, and I think the fact that it became so unstable because I was so afraid to play for people kind of made me as a person unstable. I was afraid to play even for my parents because I just thought everyone was judging me. I started to realize that I wasn't the best pianist in the world, I wasn't the best singer in the world. There were people better than me, and I shouldn't show off because I'm not that great. And eventually I just wouldn't play for anyone. It was just my teacher, and then I would just kind of focus on whatever he wanted, but I would never play for anyone. And I think it really confused a lot of people because usually pianists kind of want to show that stuff off, and they're always like the life of the party, like playing a little tune, but I just couldn't get around it. And it's so strange because when I was in the Columbus Children's Choir, I sang solos and I was totally confident and I was like, I am the best at everything. And it was such a 180, not a 360, that I kind of just holed up into myself, and I think that kind of showed how I was acting in all the other aspects of my life as well. When I started high school, I had just come from middle school band. I had played the saxophone from like 6th grade to 8th grade, and I was really quite good at the saxophone. I took private lessons. I was first chair, and I was great, but it just didn't give me the kind of fulfillment I remembered getting from playing the piano and being really good at the piano. So when I got to high school, I kind of decided to switch paths, and I started choir with Mr. Martin, and that pretty much changed everything. He is just a genius in how to handle teaching kids, and also just how he phrases things, how he shapes the music. It's absolutely incredible, and I think it kind of reminded me a lot of the stuff I missed that I had gotten away from with piano. So that freshman year, I very timidly agreed to do an OMEA, and I did it, and I hated every second of it, but I got a 1, which is the best score. It's superior that you can get. And I'm actually a section leader in the choir now, and I play piano for the choir, and it's really taught me to be a little bit more confident with my voice, to see myself not necessarily as the best, but as someone who does have something to offer. And I'm always trying to improve myself, and I've learned so much from Mr. Martin, especially with singing, because there are a lot of things about shaping phrases and adding emotion into singing that I didn't know before. I mean, he really taught us to sing rather than just to sing. Mr. Martin always taught us to put as much emotion into a song as we can. Not to just sing notes and rhythms off of a page, but to turn the music into something that is almost tangible to the audience. Something that can literally dance around the room, that can spread a message to people, a story, something, you're telling something and you're using it at the most emotional level that human beings can really possess. Singing is pure, raw emotion, and I've learned to love it so much. And although piano is a huge part of my life, and it always has been, I decided to sing for my capstone because it kind of shows a big transformation in my life, and I wanted to show what I've learned in these last 4 years. Yeah, I decided to sing just to show that I can overcome my fears, and I can overcome them by really enjoying what I'm doing, not just getting through it like the OMEA. I can sing this and I can enjoy it, and hopefully I'll have the confidence to do stuff like this more often. And so I hope you enjoy my performance. Out there. Like you do.
He wants some of that. Oh, he wants some of that.
French are glad to die for love. Fighting. But I prefer expensive jewels. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat, or help you at the automat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Tiffany's, Cartier, Black Star, Frost, Goran, talk to me, Harry Winston, tell me all about it. There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice, but get that ice or else no dice. He's your guy when stocks are high, but beware when they start to descend. It's then that those louses go back to their spouses. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I've heard of affairs that are strictly platonic, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. And I think affairs that you must keep Masonic are better bets. If little pets get big baguettes, time rolls on and youth is gone, and you can't straighten up when you bend. But stiff back or stiff knees, you stand straight at Tiffany.